All right, folks, without any further hesitation, any further pausing, let's go ahead and bring anybody out here. Oh, looks like we got her coming out first from the hometown of Seattle, Washington, at a height of 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Beth!
Oh, I don't think that's Beth.
But I was told Beth was coming. What? That's not Beth's music. That is so much not Beth.
Could file that under the no shit Sherlock category.
What in the hell is going on? Okay. Folks, in case you don't know, that is the music of Lyria Gruber, the SLCW Women's Champion. And out there with her is the Queen, Gina Rose. Okay. So the Queen is out there, and then the SLCW Women's Champion comes out and she shouts, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to DCWF Full Tilt." All right, my name is Lyria Gruber, and I am the self-proclaimed princess of the DCWF. But as great as it is, this is not as important as the woman right next to my side. So without further ado, please raise up from your seat, stand tall, and show the respect that your queen and my best friend, Gina Rose, deserve. Evidently, Lyria is very happy that all the fans are standing to show Gina respect she deserves. She says, "Wow, that is a great audience today, but as great as it is, we are to imagine that Kimberly has found, after all these lonely years running through the underground of London, to finally have found a friend who is there for her. But of course, Jaxie is not a best friend like Gina is to me. Right, Gina?" Gina shouts out, "So true, Lyria." A mangy cat can't be a friend anyways. A cat is an animal with a pea-sized brain that doesn't care about anything but eating and crapping into a box and licking its dirty body. Rather strong words from the Queen, Gina, there. On the other hand, your queen is an amazing bestie. I am not a critter. I am the most beautiful, talented human female on this roster, with Lyria coming in second to moi. I also have amazing cookies and give great makeovers. Luckily, Princess Lyria compliments me well, so she doesn't need a makeover. Just yesterday, we tossed rolls of TP over the balcony of my palace and watched the sickly peasants below and laughed as we drank champagne together. You heard it, ladies and gentlemen. I, Lyria Gruber, and Gina Rose are best friends, unlike the unlikely duo of Kimberly and Jaxie. To further prove that we are right about this, tonight the Queen herself will step into the ring with Jaxie to not only prove to you, the fans, that she is superior and should own the briefcase. No. She also will prove to the management of DCWF that they made a huge mistake. With that said, I might want to add that Gina and I have joined the latest class of Become an Exterminator. And when we have finished with an A+ on the exam, we will make sure that no cats, no rats, or other animals are allowed in DCWF anymore. And if they should show up, we will be the ones to exterminate them. So with this said, I wish you all a farewell, and please stand up and show your respect to the Queen of the DCWF, Gina Rose, my best friend, once more. Okay, so we're going to try this again. Evidently, I was thinking about boobs or butts or something during our show meeting, and I completely missed the fact that, that evidently there was going to be something happening before the first match. So here we go. This, folks, is a WPWF match. That's right. It is from our sister federation, the WPWF, and we are happy to be able to bring it to you. The incredible women of WPWF will be out here wrestling with us today. So without further ado, this time, let me go ahead and introduce the incredible Miss Beth. From the hometown of Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 125 pounds, she stands 5 feet 6 inches. And there you see it, the lovely Beth. What the hell? And her opponent. So Brooke comes running down, shouting out, "Remember me." Beth turns around and tells her it's not your turn to come out yet. Brooke Owens shouts back, "You hit me with a chair." Of course, Beth shouts back, "It's not my fault you ran into my chair." Brooke responds with, "I was standing still." And now Beth is looking up. She sees that the Black Swan, who was just called a goose by Beth, has her own chair. Referees trying to break this up as Brooke Owens, the Black Swan, chases Beth around the ring with that steel chair, looking for a little bit of payback, evidently.
Well, Brooke Owens looking to get her hands on Beth and return the favor with that chair shot, a little receipt, if you will. And now Beth getting under the ring for something of her own. The referee can't even get this in the ring as WPWF is kicking off full tilt, and it's already chaotic, man. I don't even know what the hell to be saying about this other than there's chairs and catfighting
and they are just going at it. You hear the clanging of the chairs as they try to hit one another with them. Finally, the chairs are dropped. Can we go ahead and introduce the Black Swan from Orlando, Florida, weighing in at 130 pounds, height 5 feet 6 inches.
Don't you be adding 5 pounds.
I'm not adding 5 pounds. I promise I would never add 5 pounds to any woman. Brooke Owens, the Black Swan. Looks like we got a little East versus West going on right here.
I was waiting for one of them to go, like, my name is Inigo Montoya, you killed my father, prepare to die, before the chair started swinging. Very serious.
And look at that. I mean, there, Brooke going right after her big kick right across the face of Beth. Beth leveled Brooke down on top of her. She is waylaying it into her, and man, Brooke Owens, the Black Swan, is just taking it to Beth right off the bat. Evidently taking a lot of offense at being hit by the steel chair by Beth at one point.
Well, being hit by a steel chair is offensive.
I'm going to try to avoid that.
You don't want to get offended in that way.
I really don't. I prefer not to be offended exactly like that. Cyclone kick by Brooke Owens as Beth tried to stand up. Brooke put her right back down. Brooke coming off the rope. Beth with a nice drop toe hold, catching Brooke off guard. Beth looking to open up a little bit of breathing room here, maybe stop the momentum that the Black Swan had built up.
Beth trying to take a timeout. Not really timeouts in professional wrestling here, but she's trying to get that breathing room. I don't think she expected Brooke Owens to come down is in the way she did and to be as ready and aggressive as she was here in the opening stages of that match. And now clothesline sending Beth up and over. We are back outside of the ring again.
Brooke Owens is showing that she came prepared for this match. I mean, followed Beth out, didn't even give Beth a chance to play up to the crowd or anything at all. Brooke was right on top of her, chasing her. And now you see that Brooke is standing there in the ring as Beth is laying on the floor, on the ground outside that arena floor. Oh, off the ropes, comes sliding out. Big move right there by Brooke Owens as she slides right out onto Beth. Big head stomp there from Brooke Owens.
Well, Brooke Owens is no stranger to, I'm not even totally sure that this is a wrestling match at this point. But what I do know is Brooke Owens is no stranger to this style of fighting, and if she keeps Beth outside of the ring and she can manage to, she's going to have that advantage that she needs to probably pull this one off. And there's the big Yakuza kick up against the steps, and Beth, I don't think, has an answer for it.
Right now, Beth is looking like she has no clue what's going on. Obviously, this was not in her game plan. Beth having prepared the match, she thought the way it was going to go, and Brooke Owens definitely keeping Beth off balance right now as Beth had, like Number said, no answer for anything that Brooke is throwing at her. Now,
see, that's how you should do this. You should just agree with everything that I say. And then you will be the #1 commentator in all of second-rate professional wrestling.
Perhaps I will adopt that strategy. Right now, we see both women back in the ring. Beth being helped in by the kindly Brooke Owens. She saw that Beth was struggling to get back in there, so she gave her a little boost. Now Beth is laid there. Looks like she is curled up in the center of the ring. Brooke Owens standing over her. Brooke Owens having a few words to her, asking Beth if she's alive. It looks like Beth is alive.
that's a relative term. Yeah. If you watch The Walking Dead, you know that you can move and still not be alive.
Referee telling Brooke to give her a little breathing room. I don't think that's a required thing, is it?
Not really, unless they're like tied up in a corner or up against the ropes. Brooke doesn't have to do a damn thing. And the referee says so long as she's not violating the rules. And this is more of a mind game right now than anything. I mean, you could hurt the body. You could hurt the body. But you could really damage the mind in a situation like this.
And it looks like that's exactly what Brooke Owens is trying to do. She's talking to her, trying to get in her head. You hear her shouting up there, so I know you hit me with a chair, but I want to take you on a trip, Beth. Want to go on a trip? Besties? Brooke
Maybe they gotta
Owens,
go on a Chris Jericho Rock and Wrestling cruise or something. I don't know. That would be nice.
Happy Zombie God Day, by the way, to all those folks that are celebrating today. You know, he started it all. Brooke Owens has Beth pulled up to her knees. Brooke taking Beth to Swan Lake.
And there is the Swan Lake Destroyer. And Beth getting right up from that. It doesn't look like she's really going to get a pin. She's going to let her back up and get some more punishment.
Brooke Owens backing off after hitting with that big finishing move. And now she just sits down. She's going to have a little chat with Beth. Looks like she's pulling Beth's head into her lap.
Aww.
This is turning out kind of sweet. Maybe they are besties. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe they are besties.
Aww.
Brooke Owens cradling Beth's head in her lap. Beth, honestly, Beth just has no answer right now. Beth has not been able to form any kind of offense. She's not been able to break the momentum. She had the one drop toe hold that gave her a little breathing room, but nothing else since then. Beth, I know you hit me with that chair, but I know you didn't mean it. Well, you did. Brooke Owens talking to Beth.
This is the creepiest thing I've ever seen. Like, if it puts the lotion on the skin, I'm getting up and I'm leaving.
Brooke Owens shouting out. And you know what they say about karma, right? Beth is rising in pain right now. After that Swan Lake Destroyer, Beth is just goo gaga, really. Brooke Owens shouting out, so? Standing up, laying Beth's head on the mat.
Well, Brooke's definitely going to get, whether she comes out of this on top, I don't know, but she's definitely going to take a chunk of flesh out of Beth today. There's no doubt in my mind that Beth is in a whole lot of trouble here.
Brooke reaching out, grabbing the chair. Beth slowly getting to her feet. She's on her knees. Brooke doesn't give her a chance to stand up. Comes right on in. That big chair shot. And back down to the canvas goes Beth. Meanwhile, Brooke smiles.
Well, you know what my church choir says. Payback is a bitch. Payback is a bitch.
I think that's what she was referring to from karma as well. The karma may be a bitch. Brooke Owens giving up the chair to the referee.
This wasn't about a wrestling match at all. This was about a chair shot to the dome of Beth Rogers, and Brooke Owens, she wins that fight.
Beth Rogers Brooke disqualified for the chair shot. Beth winning the match by a disqualification, and I think Beth may have some second thoughts about running around willy-nilly smacking people in the head with chairs.
Well, her mama should have taught her better. You don't run around smacking people with chairs.
Definitely not willy-nilly.
Well, happy Easter, Beth. Congratulations on your win.
I'm not sure she feels like she won that match right now, Numbers.
Well, a win is a win is a win.
Maybe it'll sink in later. Maybe when she gets that winning paycheck, it'll sink in. Maybe that's when that'll sink in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was an interesting match right there, if you want to call it that. All right, Numbers, how you doing, man? We've missed you the last couple of weeks. You doing okay? Oh, what's going on here?
You better call this man. He's gonna get mad. Throw some panties at you.
I don't want panties thrown at me. Okay, folks. From Blackpool, England, he stands 6 feet even. He weighs 235 pounds. He is the gorgeous nightmare, Nick Podium.
Oh, he's so polite.
Nick Odium asking to please cut his music. All right, Nick comes out and he's saying, "Hello there, all my cherry tarts. I will not hold your time long, but there is something I need to get off my chest." Is it his bra? I apologize, for yours truly is not in a good mood. In fact, you may say I am a bit heartbroken and utterly distraught. He sounds heartbroken and distraught. You see, DCWF's next pay-per-view is right around the corner. And well, yours truly, surprisingly as I know it is, does not have a man to go with. That is very sad. Yes, it is quite sad I don't have a man to climb into this ring with where we can grab each other, hold each other, stretch each other, get each other all sweaty with lots and lots of grunts and screams. I feel dirty right now. I do love a little rough play, if I do say so myself. Oh dear, where's my head? I'm getting off topic.
Hello, Spicy. I'm Dutch.
Yes, so let it be known that the gorgeous nightmare is single and on the prowl for a man who thinks he has, well, balls, of course. Big enough to step in this ring with me so we can dance and play with each other. Only just to warn you, you can expect it. You can expect to be the bottom. Oops. I mean, you can expect to come out on the bottom because the sinister one is always reaching for the top. Ta-ta for now, Cherry Tarts, and enjoy the rest of the competition. And I think that is our cue to bring out his opponent today. From Strabane, Ireland, weighing in at 200 pounds at a height of 6 feet even, the last Irish outlaw, Baza Widlow.
And teeming with souls so let's ever be. And when you're parts of the feeling, you have to stop.
All right, looks like we got both men in the ring. Samantha still checking them both out.
Well, Nick looking for a date to the dance, and that dance is Hog Wild on April 26th at Legends MC. The championship committee has been having some discussions, and I can tell you that Nick's name has come up.
Nick saying he's got some balls, but that Bob's little toy there isn't big enough for them. All right, the bell is rung. The two men face off against each other. What's that numbers?
Look, Nick is upper class high society. God's gift to ballroom notoriety. His balls are always bouncing, his balls are always full, and people always say he has the biggest balls of all. So, we'll see what happens.
Are they always swinging from the left and to the right numbers?
It's his belief that his big balls should be held every night. And as you can see, some great chain wrestling here to open this match.
Nice. All right, you got me, numbers. You got me. The men moving in and out of these quick clutch holds right there. Beautiful break right there by Nick Odium as he brings Baza down.
Click up and over, Baza back on his feet, two men sizing each other up. They've been in the ring together before. They kind of know what to expect, but as each and every week, you're seeing Nick evolve a little bit. You're seeing Baza Winlow evolve a little bit. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
Actually becoming a bit of a technical wrestler. And it's nice to see and watch his evolution in that regard. Although, let's not kid ourselves, he's still the Irish Outlaw. He's still a brawler at heart. Nick off the ropes. Nick coming in with a big drop kick. Baza Winlow dropping under, rolling out of the way. Nick missing. Baza off the ropes this time. He comes running in. Nick's there waiting for him. The feigned wheel kick, and down goes Baza. Roll up pin. One. Baza kicking out quickly. Nick Odium only able to get a 1 count on that one. Nick reaching down, picking up Baza Winlow. Nick right back into those wrist locks. Big nasty arm snap right there by Nick Odium. Baza receiving it. Nick moving straight into an arm breaker. You can see him working diligently on that arm of Baza Winlow. Baza flung into the corner right now. Nick Odium staying right on top of him, not giving the big man a chance to breathe. Nick stays right in there, and he comes in with a flurry of strikes to Baza's head, finishing up with a CCS Enziguri, and that drops Baza to his butt. Nick Odium, he is just right on top of him. Absolutely no chance for the big man to catch his breath. Nick bringing him out of that corner with a snapmare. Baza Winlow unable to form any kind of offense right here or even stop the momentum that Nick's been building up. Baza coming up, nip up, and there we go. Baza hitting that leg sweep. Nick goes down. Baza's up on his own. Quick action right here. Baza off the ropes, dropping that big standing senton right into the middle of Nick. And now Baza's going to work on his own body part right there. He grabbed that leg of Nick Odium. planting that foot into the back of the leg, just snapping those toes right into that hamstring, into the foot DDT, hyperextending that knee. And we could definitely say the momentum Nick had built up has been stopped right here. Baza off the ropes into the big Fosbury flop. He rolls him up. He pins him. 1, 2. Nick rolling out from under it. Just barely able to escape that one.
Now, Nick Odium started out with a full head of steam. It was abruptly cut off by Baza. The tune of this match has changed, and Baza now just on top of him, laying in those elbow strikes. Baza came to fight. Nick might have been looking to get a kiss or something, but Baza ain't that way. He came in to get in a fight.
Nick standing up, pushing Baza back, and now Nick trying to stop all this crap that Baza's doing. Couple of big kickboxing combo right there. Down goes Baza as Nick drove those knees, those shins into the ribs of Baza, and then took him down with a big strike right there. Nick saying he's just too hard to keep down. Nick coming off the ropes. Here he comes into the Rolling Thunder. Nails Baza with that one. Nick coming back over to the ropes. Here he goes. Big flying rebound, corkscrew moonsault. He hits it. Baza almost pinned right there. We got a 2 count as Nick rolled Baza up off of that corkscrew moonsault. This match being very, very fast-paced. Usually something like that is definitely in the Gorgeous Nightmare's favor. He likes to keep the match going quick. He likes to make the moves quick. He likes to keep the pace fast so that he wears down his opponent quickly and in his match quick. Nick Odium, triple headbutt as he drives Baza down into the mat. One more time, Nick coming off the ropes. Baza up, catches Nick by surprise. The Irish curse. Down goes Nick. Baza firing back. The momentum of this match is swinging back and forth so quick it's hard to keep up. It's like a freaking pendulum here. Nick tossed into the corner. Baza following him right in. Baza coming in with that mud hole stomp.
Stomp a mud hole in his ass and walk it dry.
Baza coast to coast. He comes flying in. Elbow to the face. Nick laid out in that corner. Baza wasting no time as he keeps the attack going, grabbing the foot, yanking Nick out of that corner, out to the center of the ring. Baza once again going to work on that left leg. Baza dropping the elbow right onto the inside of that knee. You can see the pain. You can see the excruciating pain written on Nick's face as Baza tries to dislocate that knee for him. Baza up quickly, up behind Nick. He pulls him up. Got him from, Baza setting him up. The Osaka cutter. Nick is up and over. Baza nailing it perfectly. And this is what I'm talking about. Moving from the brawler to the technical wrestler to pull off a move like that. Roll up pin. 1, 2, and no. Nick able to narrowly avoid that 3 count.
Nick, couple of close calls during this match, able to get his feet up, and now Baza just continuing with his assault here, not giving Nick any breathing room. Kick to the head. Baza Windows, something to prove here. He's been getting into it with some of the some of the more seasoned veterans of the DCWF as of late, and Baza really believes he has something to prove. Here's another pin attempt.
One, two, and again Nick narrowly avoiding it. I don't think Nick expected Baza to keep up the pace with him. Baza showing that he is able to go toe-to-toe at the pace that Nick tried to set here. Baza has not slowed it down one iota. he has kept pace right with Nick, and I'm not sure Nick was ready for that.
Ooh, what do we got going on here?
What is this? What is
that?
DOA?
Is the music of DOA. Give you a little history of the DOA. It was Baza Winlow, Jericho Scarbridge, and Mythil Wojcik years ago in the DCWF, but that's neither of them coming out. That's the Cowboy, Drewski Hawksley, with former DOA mascot, Chef, the Invisible Dog.
Invisible Dog. That's what you just said, right?
I did say that.
As in a dog that is invisible.
As in a dog that is invisible and distracting Baza. DOA, a different time in the DCWF for Baza Winlow. He was a completely different person, and it seems like Drewski's kind of teasing him a little bit. He's kind of poking the bear.
Nick Odium, the S&M DDT. He nails Baza with it. Nick Odium moving up. He's got the pin. 1, 2, and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by pinfall, the Gorgeous Nightmare, Nick Odium, and Drewski Hawksley. Distracting Baza, playing Baza's old team. That was their intro music, right?
That was their intro music, and they had a hell of a run as a group in the DCWF, and most of us look back on those times fondly. I don't know how Baza Winlow feels about it, but it was definitely enough to distract him and cost him the match. Nick Odium walks out of here with the win, and Drewski Hawksley with a moral victory, a psychological victory over Baza here today.
Trying to get in Baza's head. I'm not sure what that's all about, but obviously Drewski Hawksley had a plan with that, and it worked, because Baza completely distracted by that boy there, and then the Invisible Dog Chef being paraded around their mascot. Drewski Hawksley definitely trying to play a little mind game with Baza Winlow there.
When you think about those two, obviously the big question is who's got the top spot, who's number one contender, and both of these guys are gunning, and they're eyeing for that position to be able to go on and take on the DCWF World Heavyweight Champion Mythil Wojcik, and they're really trying to outdo each other at this point. Let's not forget there's a lot of history between Drew and Baza, and we're seeing some of it come into play right here, right now.
Wow. Okay, so we'll see how that develops in the coming weeks, and if it actually works out the way Drew wants it to. I mean, it does have definitely a potential for backfiring on Drew. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, are we ready to move on to the next match? I'm going to take that as a yes. So let me go ahead and bring out from the hometown of Hollywood, California. She weighs in at 120 pounds. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. She is your queen, Gina Rose.
I can't be sick, you don't know me, I can get a bit crazy. Have to get my way up 24 hours a day. Every guy everywhere just gives me mad attention. Like I'm under inspection. I always get to 10 cause I'm built like that. I go through guys like money flying out the hands. They try to change me but they realize they can't. And every tomorrow is a day I never planned. You're gonna be my man, understand. I can't be safe, I can't be safe, I can't be late, I can't.
Ladies and gentlemen, your queen, Gina Rose, accompanied by her bestie and the self-proclaimed princess of the DCWF and SLCW Women's Champion, Valeria Gruber.
I can't be safe, there's no question about my intentions, I'll tell ya. I'm not here to sell ya, or tell you to go to hell.
All right, her opponent for this match from Baldwin, Florida, at a height of 5 feet 4 inches tall. She weighs in at 118 pounds. Jaxie, let's get elevated. Villano! Jaxie being accompanied to the ring by none other than her protege, Kimberly Smith.
I'm not your ordinary girl. When I first came into this world, I was born without a heart.
All right, both women in the ring right now. Jaxie Villano, Gina Rose, and you heard earlier Gina Rose talking, well, mostly you heard Lyria Gruber talking, Gina Rose making a few comments, but about Jaxie, and I don't think they held anything back. I think Gina Rose's true feelings about Jaxie were kind of put on display for everybody.
Well, Gina could be mad at Jaxie. She could be mad at DCWF management. She could be mad at me. But the fact of the matter is she went out and she took something that wasn't hers, and she got caught with her hand in the proverbial cookie jar. And now she's being all salty about it, and she's got a little yippity-yip out here running her mouth for her. You know, whatever.
Well, and if I can remind people, it's not like you haven't given her a chance. She came out complaining that she wasn't getting the shot that she wanted, and you said, fine, let's give you the match then. They had the match that day, and Gina lost, and they complained that she wasn't ready. She didn't expect it right then. So it's not like you haven't given her shots now.
Big clothesline from Gina. Jaxie goes down, and the thing is Gina she's been doing very well in her own right without all of the extra flair for the dramatic and the fuckery. So what's the point?
Gina Rose sending Jaxie careening into that corner. Jaxie slamming up against turnbuckles. Gina Rose following right in, climbing up to that second rope as she goes into waylaying on Jaxie. Big corner strikes right there, snapping her in the head 8, 9, 10 times as she nails Jaxie. Jaxie just slumps down into that corner. Gina Rose grabbing a hold of that rope, using it for leverage as she plants her boot into the throat of Jaxie Villano, using all she can right there as she grabs those ropes and tries to get that thing in there deep.
Jaxie Villano coming off a big WrestleFest win in that gauntlet match for the contract, where she walked away with a contract. She could compete for any title in the DCWF Women's Division, the SLCW title, the DCWF Women's Championship, whatever she wants to do. And right now, though, she's got a lot to contend with in an angry, a jealous, bitter, haggish Gina Rose.
Did you just call her haggish?
I
That's an
got
awesome word. That was an awesome word, Numbers. Gina Rose taking it straight to Jaxie the Kitten, taking a face full of knee several times from Gina Rose and some eye rakes. Jaxie not actually having any response so far as Gina Rose has been in control of this match. Gina off the ropes. Jaxie there waiting for her. Gina comes flying in, right into Jaxie one more time. Lucette's press, and down goes Jaxie. Gina Rose right on top of her, just pounding into Jaxie. Gina Rose feeling like she has something to prove right now, evidently, and showing her absolute disgust for the Kitten ring there. You can hear Kimberly Smith over there trying to pump up Jaxie, trying to get Jaxie motivated. We had a pin attempt, one count on that. Jaxie able to get her shoulders up. Lyria chiming in, come on Jaxie, you can't do this. Jaxie, nice drop toe hold, trying to get a little breathing room right there as Gina goes down. Jaxie picking her up. Jaxie coming in. Beautiful move. The code breaker followed by the standing moonsault. And she nails it. Gina Rose planted into that mat. Jaxie trying to take control of this match as she comes off there. Knee drop. Rolls across her off to the other side. Now she's off the ropes again. Jaxie Veleno going on her own offensive. Another one of those big knee drops there. And Gina Rose doubles up as that knee just hits her square in the breadbasket.
Jaxie able to claw her way, no pun intended, out of some trouble here and see if she can mount some offense. She's very smart to bring Kimberly Smith to the ring with her, you know, knowing that the odds were good, that Lyria was going to be at ringside, and Kimberly Smith able to even things up a little bit.
Jaxie Veleno sending her into the ropes. Jaxie waiting for Big Hurricane Rana takes Gina Rose right to the mat. Now Jaxie's right on top of her, pulling her up. Jaxie moving in behind her, taking her back down. She's got the crossface on. They are in the center of the ring, numbers. No place for Gina to go. Gina's going to have to claw her way over to the side. Jaxie doing her best to keep that from happening.
But we'll see if she can do it. That crossface is a deadly move, but it leaves a lot of room for the upper body to get in a good position to maneuver yourself over towards the ropes or lift out of it.
And what you see right there, Gina able to claw her way over there. She's got the ropes. We're calling for the rope break. And Jaxie quick to let it go. Gina Rose still a little worse for wear. Gina off the ropes. Jaxie with the big Irish whip. As Gina comes back, Jaxie turns around the fight or flight moonsault. And she again nails Gina Rose, just driving her, pancaking her right back into that mat.
Jaxie Villanova definitely on top of things right now. Gina Rose looking for her opportunity. Here's a pin. 2 count only. It's as if the referee has some psychic ability.
Drop toe holding, return by Gina Rose. Jaxie's face smacking down into that mat. That is not a happy thing right there. Gina bending down now. She's got control. She's picking up Jaxie. With these two, I mean, this match swings so quickly. Both of them capable of a quick counterattack that you never see coming. Off the ropes, Gina Rose. Jaxie there waiting, shaking her head. She didn't see. She had the eye rake. And then Gina Rose comes in with that huge kick. And down goes Jaxie.
Kimberly trying to plead the case at ringside, but I don't think it's going to make much of a difference here as Gina Rose now has the ball in her court. And just underhook suplex slam, just tossing Jaxie all around the ring right now. Gina Rose much more angrier, much more focused than we've seen her in quite some time.
Gina Rose showing off that she's got definitely some of that upper body strength as she picks up Jaxie and just tosses her. Gina Rose standing over her, listening to her. I mean, she's taunting her. Dirty, rotten, nasty cat.
I don't understand all of this feline hatred. I mean, you know, with the success of the Tiger King and everything else, why would you hate a kitty? Don't be a Carol Baskin.
Gina Rose going to pick up Jaxie. Jaxie firing back, the spine buster into the ground and pound. And you see right there, Jaxie try to get this one back in her favor. Momentum shifting yet again. Like I said, with these two, those moves can be so quick, such a surprise. You never know what's going to end up happening with these two. Off the ropes, elbow drop right there by Jaxie Veleno.
I'm hearing from the dirt sheets that cats can get coronavirus. I don't know if that's true or not.
Jaxie going side to side. She is hitting every side right now. Off the ropes, elbow drops. Looks like she is getting Gina Rose set up. Oh, Lyria Gruber. Well, I can't say that. I don't know. I assume Lyria reached up and grabbed her foot. It was too quick to see. I'm going to assume that's what happened, as that momentum is stopping right there. Like a freaking car hitting the wall. Jaxie Veleno going down as she was trying to come off those ropes and finish up her little routine there. Gina Rose up off the mat. Jaxie slow to get up. Gina Rose coming in. You see Kimberly Smith over there right in Lyria Gruber's face. Meanwhile, Gina Rose is up behind Jaxie. She's got on the Dragon Suplex pin. Here we go. We got a pin. 1, 2, and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match via pinfall, your queen, Gina Rose.
Can't be sick, you don't know me, I can get a bit crazy. Have to get my way up, 24 hours a day. Epic everywhere just gives me mad attention. Like I'm under inspection.
Kimberly Smith and Lyria jaw-jacking over there on the edge of the ring right outside. Meanwhile, Jaxie a little confused, not sure exactly what happened right there. Gina Rose took advantage of the underhanded play by Lyria Gruber.
Can't be sick, there's no question about my intentions, I'll tell ya. I'm not here to sell ya, or tell you to go to hell. I'm like a puzzle, but all of my pieces are jagged. If you can understand this, we can make some magic. I'm all like that. I wanna fly, I wanna drive, I wanna go.
And that probably will bring all the boys to the yard in their beautiful leather and little caps. All right, you. Right there, I put that, oh my gosh, that image in my head. I just don't need it. In local chat, I have pasted the landmark to Kings Canyon, which is the location of the Legends MC Motorcycle Club land. Folks, take that, get it. Let me tell you, there is not a better track in SL than that one right there. It is amazing. Please go give it a shot. Check it out. If you've never ridden a motorcycle, grab one of their demo bikes, because once you do, you get hooked. I love it. They are so much fun. Right there, folks. There you go. Kings Canyon. Take that LM. Go check it out and get ready for Hog Wild April 20th. And please also remember, this is a Relay for Life fun. Alright, let's get this one going from the hometown of Dallas, Texas. Weighing in at 243 pounds, standing in at 6 feet 2 inches tall, the Cowboy, Drewski Hockley. Am I breaking up, folks? Somebody tell me, is there something going on? Am I?
No, you seem to be fine now. And there he is, former DCWF World Heavyweight Champion, the Cowboy, Drewski Hockley, making his way to the ring. Ladies, if you want to save a horse,
Ride Drewski? All right, his opponent from Los Angeles, California, standing in 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 236 pounds. He is the SLCW Men's Champion, the man, Michael Thomas. How long has it been? Numbers, how long has he held that title now?
he's held on to it for quite a bit. He is definitely in the upper echelons of the DCWF right now. He has been unable to be dethroned since he won that title.
And folks, let me tell you, I know there's a lot of champions that run and duck and dodge and all that shit. That's not Michael Thomas.
He takes on all comers.
As much as I may not like the man, I give the man absolute respect as far as a wrestler goes. He has put that title on the line time and again and been able to hold on to it, including a triple threat match where he was able to retain it. And what the hell is going on right now? What is Baza doing? He is on Drewski's cooler.
He got a hold of that motorized beer cooler that we've seen Drewski come down on in days past, back when he had that little problem with Grandpa's cough syrup.
A little bit of snake oil right there, huh? Well,
We
it looks
got
like
a 12-step and he's fine.
it looks like Baza is trying to get back in the head of Drewski as he steals Drewski's Lone Star Light beer cooler.
Yeah, I guess the back and forth between these two, like I said, everybody's looking for that top spot, that number one contender spot to go up against the Celtic Dragon, Mithil Wojcik, sometime soon, probably at Hog Wild. And Drewski and Baza really, they're competing for it, both former world heavyweight champions. But Drewski needs to not make the mistake that Baza made earlier and not let the douchebaggery and the trick fuckery on the outside get to his head and focus on his opponent.
Both men stepping up in the center of the ring now, and they're just kind of adding insult, but there's no injury yet. They're just insulting the shit out of each other. Couple of big slaps, bitch slaps for both guys. And now we go into a little bit of fisticuffs right there. Some elbows thrown, some hands thrown. Center of the ring right there. Neither one of them backing down. Both men standing toe-to-toe, blow for blow right now. It looks like Drewski may have come out on top on that one, pulling Michael Thomas into a side headlock. Michael grabbing Drewski around the waist, dragging him back towards those ropes. Drewski wrenching down on that side headlock. Michael Thomas getting him all the way over there. Slipping out of it, Irish whip, Drewski into the ropes. Drewski comes flying off the jumping clothesline, and he hits the SLCW Men's Champion, knocking him to the canvas.
Drewski Oxley, kind of saw that coming and knew just how to counter. And right now he's leaving Baza alone. Right now he's not getting too mixed up and too involved in that. And now those stomps right to the chest in the midsection of the SLCW Men's Champion. Michael Thomas might find himself in the middle of a Hatfield McCoy-style feud between Baza and Drewski that he don't want no part of right now.
Michael Thomas taking that blow to the face. Drewski up on that second rope. Here he comes flying down. Pointed elbow drop one more time into Michael Thomas. Drewski definitely being able to keep his focus on the match, even as Baza tries to distract him. Drewski not having any part of it. Folks, Drewski is a tried and true veteran in the ring. When the man gets in there, he is able to maintain the focus like this. He's not some young new recruit, some rookie in the ring who could be so easily distracted, and Drewski's proven that right now. Michael Thomas flung into that corner. Drewski following him right into it. Drewski slamming Michael Thomas up against those turnbuckles and then coming right in with a bunch of stomps to the gut, driving Michael Thomas to the mat.
And Drewski obeying the referee's orders right there, getting it out of the corner, but changed his mind a little bit with that big running face wash.
Drewski using the ropes to spring himself forward, get a little bit more momentum as he does that face wash, and now he's pulled Michael Thomas up out of there. Here he goes, fisherman suplex, 1, 2, and the man able to get out of that. I thought for sure that was going to be the end of that one as Drewski Hoxley rolled him up in that fisherman suplex, pinned him. Michael Thomas, though, not quite ready to give it up. Michael being pulled to his feet. Michael with the big eye rake. Drewski shaking his head, trying to clear his eyes. Michael Thomas trying to grab his breath right now. Rake down the back of Drewski Hawksley. Drewski dropped to a knee in pain. Michael Thomas coming in with the bulldog, driving Drewski's face into the mat. Looks like Michael Thomas has turned this around right now. Drewski Hawksley trying to crawl his way over there to the corner, maybe hoping to get a little respite from Michael Thomas as he tries to catch his breath.
Well, which is it, respite or respite?
We're going to call it respite. You do know I went through the Texas education system, right? Sometimes.
I do. I'm aware.
Sometimes I gotta. Meanwhile, in the ring, Michael Thomas up on that second rope, repaying Drewski Hawksley for all those blows to the head. Drewski slumping down into the corner. Michael Thomas staying right on top of him. Referees right in there telling him to get out. Michael Thomas got that foot choke. Got a hold of those ropes, using all the leverage he can as he drives that foot into the throat of Drewski Hawksley. Meanwhile, referees up to 3. Michael Thomas backing off a little bit. Not wanting to get disqualified here. Boston Winlow out there on the outside trying to talk to the ref, trying to keep the ref distracted as Michael Thomas goes to work on Drewski again. Michael Thomas giving him his own running face wash. Kind of saying, anything you can do, I can do better, Mr. Drewski.
Well, that's what he's trying to say, but yeah, Drewski Hawksley still, he's the kind of guy that can fight back from a situation like this, so Michael Thomas is going to have to stay on top of him. There's that big DDT, he calls it the destruction DDT, and I might have spoke too soon. He might have finished the cowboy off right here as Baza Winlow at ringside.
Angela, please do not apologize. We encourage everybody to get involved. We like it when the crowd goes and makes some noise, so please don't apologize for doing that.
Oh yeah,
right,
get ridiculous. Get ugly up in here. Like, make that noise.
Please, we like that, Angela. Never apologize for that. Show us that you're enjoying what you're doing in here. Make that noise. All right, Michael Thomas right there on top of it. Drewski Hawksley taking it full on from Michael Thomas, and I didn't mean to. I started that sentence and knew it was going to go wrong as soon as I started it and just couldn't stop myself. Michael Thomas swinging neck breaker. Drewski Hawksley left in the center of the ring as Michael Thomas moves over to the rope. Michael Thomas comes flying off that. Michael Thomas, not a big high flyer right there, but he nails that lion salt, and bam, 1, 2. He almost gets that pin right there. Michael Thomas showing a little agility coming off those ropes. Big man flying through the air. Nice backflip into that lion salt. Michael Thomas staying right on the attack right there, picking up Drewski. Drewski trying to fire back. Couple of blows to the gut of Michael Thomas, trying to stop him in his tracks. Drewski off the ropes. Michael Thomas there waiting for him. Leg lariat and then a kick to the head, and down he goes, rolling him up. 1, 2, almost 3.
Well, you hear that cowboy shit chant. I don't think they're chanting that for Michael. Do it for Michael would be, man shit, man shit.
Michael Thomas back over here yelling at the ref. Michael knows better than this. Come on. Michael Thomas over there telling the ref it was a 3 count. Don't understand that at all. It's not like the ref is going to come back and say, oh, you're right, Michael. Let's go ahead and call it a 3. Drewski able to plow his way over to this side here, using the ropes to help him get up. And now, distracted by Baza. Drewski actually over here jaw-jacking with Baza, and Michael Thomas coming in from behind. Pushes him through the ropes. He's got the surfboard. Drewski in a lot of trouble. Referee's counting him. 1, 2. Michael knows he's got till 5. There's a 4 count, and Michael lets it go just before getting disqualified, but the damage has been done. Michael telling the referee, I've got till 5. Oh, Michael Thomas, low blow from behind. Drewski Hawksley's going to be feeling that for generations to come. This kid's going to come out retarded.
What?
I'm just saying he knocked Michael Thomas knocked Drewski's sperm retarded right there.
Mm-hmm.
I hope this next batch doesn't yield any children. Oh, and now Drewski firing back up through the legs. The testicular claw. He's got him grabbed. Michael in trouble. Drewski firing back with a huge amount of bionic elbows after an atomic drop. Holy crap, Drewski is going off on Michael Thomas. Climbs up him. The step-up elbow smash. Michael Thomas down on the canvas. Drewski unloaded on the champion.
No, Michael Thomas disrespected Drewski's nuts and paid the price for it now.
Drewski calling and saying it's time to cowboy up. Drewski getting Michael Thomas set up. You hear the chant, cowboy shit. And here it comes. Drewski's moving out. Michael's in trouble. Michael is set up. Drewski's up on the top rope. Time to cowboy up, y'all. Here he comes. Diving elbow drop. Michael taking that straight to the chest. Baza up on the apron. Baza. Referee distracted Baza with that nasty spit, that whatever that is, that mist, that green mist that he blows out of his mouth. Drewski can't see. His eyes are watering. Drewski's coughing, trying to get his breath back. Meanwhile, Michael Thomas is up behind him. Drewski, no idea where he is. Michael Thomas moving in behind him. Michael moving in. Here he goes. The kill switch. Drewski Hawksley laid out. Michael going for the pin. 1, 2, and 3, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner by pinfall, the SLCW Men's Champion, the man, Michael Thomas. Holy shit, that was a hell of a match right there, Numbers.
Indeed it was, and we've still got plenty more to go here on DCWF Full Tilt, man.
I tell you what, I think with that little bit of interference from Baza, I think the rivalry, if that's what you want to call it, I'm not sure that's a strong enough word. I think the rivalry between Drewski and Baza has just amped up a notch.
No, vendetta is strictly an Italian word, and neither one of them are Italian.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. We don't want to stop the action. Let's keep it going right now. coming out, Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 225 pounds. 6 feet 9 inches tall. Ace, the Gambler, Nightfire.
Las Vegas.
8th Nightfire might actually be the largest wrestler we have in the DCWF at this time.
In what manner are you speaking?
6 feet 9 inches tall.
Oh, okay.
He's a big man. Now, his opponent coming in from the hometown of Swansea, Wales, weighing in at 198 pounds at a height of 6 feet even. The DCWF Men's Champion, the Celtic Dragon, Mythal Wojtek! You know who wasn't out here today? We didn't get to see that Susan girl. What's her name? Kiva?
Oh, yeah.
Wonder what's happening with that. Bob will probably piss her off.
Stay at home order.
That's
Children's
maybe.
place.
Ladies and gentlemen, your DCWF Men's Champion. Look at him right now. He is playing up to the crowd. That's right, folks. That's the man that wears the gold. Mythal Wojtek, the Celtic Dragon.
I believe this is Mythal Wojtek's 4th championship title reign, and he's looking to make it his best yet. Now, here's a little history for you. The very first time Ace Nightfire won the DCWF World Heavyweight Championship, he did win it off of the Celtic Dragon, Mythal Wojtek. So it's not like he hasn't been there before. It's not like these two haven't gone toe-to-toe, and it hasn't come out Ace's way. He could get the job done here today, even though this is non-title. He can prove what he needs to prove and up his stock with the DCWF Championship Committee in a match like this.
All right, folks, there you hear it. A little bit of history there from the man himself, the Bull, Numbers Rossini.
No, it's Numbers the Bull Rossini.
My apologies, Numbers the Bull Rossini. All right, looks like the referee has checked them both out. Satisfied that neither man bringing anything illegal into the ring, no contraband on him, and getting ready to call the match. The bell has rung. Both men kind of make their way into the center of the ring. Mythal Wojtek looks like he may be sizing Ace up.
Well, you don't size a man like Ace up. You just know that he's 6'9", and that's the end of that. But Mythal Wojtek, pound for pound, I believe to be the most dangerous man in the sport today. He knows how to hurt you. He knows how to get into your head. He knows how to twist your body, and he knows how to manipulate the situation in his favor that he comes out on top. That's why he's the DCWF World Heavyweight Champion today.
Well, on top of his technical knowledge, his technical wrestling knowledge, Mythal Wojtek is also a proven MMA stylist and martial artist, right? I mean, he's got that going for him as well. Right now, Mythal Wojtek on the receiving end of a side headlock. Ace bringing him down. The Gambler taking him down with the side headlock takedown.
The technical start to this match right here. Ace not taking any chances early on in the match and letting Mythal get ahead of steam.
Referee asking, "Hey, are you going to give up?" And Mythal, no, it's not going to happen. Not from a side headlock. Missile able to power his way back up, slip out of that, moving into reversal. He's got the hammerlock behind the Gambler. Missile yanking on that arm, moving around himself to a front face lock. So far, the men are moving from hold to hold to hold, showing off their technical expertise, their knowledge of wrestling moves. Ace slipping up out of there, sends Missile into the ropes. Missile comes springing back off the ropes. Ace there waiting for him. Ace, simple but effective. Nice hip toss right there. There's a reason they still do it, folks. It's because it frickin' works, and it worked for Ace right then. Missile up, springing back up, off the ropes himself again. Nice arm drag by Ace. Missile rolling over off into the ropes now. Ace not ready for it. Missile catching Ace from behind. Missile drop kick off that top rope right there.
And Ace letting Missile know as he's coming off those ropes, I can stop you, I can flip you, I can twist you. And Missile Wojciech says, very well then, and he goes up top, he goes up high, and now he's back on top of things. Plants a foot in the gut of the Gambler, Ace Nightfire, and these two, again, no stranger to each other, but Missile's technique and his style all beyond anything seen in from him since he started. I mean, who knows what he's going to whip out.
Ace showing his power there like he's a freaking brick wall as he just shoulder blocks Missile Wojciech down to the ground. The Celtic Dragon popping back up. Ace grabbing a hold of him. He's got him in that front face lock one more time. Ace lifting up Missile. He's into it. The vertical suplex. Down they come. And that is a man coming down from 7 feet plus. Landed on his back as Ace drops him to the mat. Missile up. Ace taking him right back down. Armbar takedown. Very technical moves right now from Ace.
Ace employing a fairly reasonably smart strategy against the DCWF World Heavyweight Champion who can get up on top of those ropes, who has a lot of speed. Keep him on the mat, keep it at your pace, and you've got a chance to wear him down. And that's exactly what it looks like the Gambler's doing here today. Missile making his feet, however, changing a heartbeat here on DCWF Full Tilt.
You can see that Ace has kept this match, or at least kept himself in the center of the ring. He is making Missile come to him, and what he does, he's making Missile pay for it. Right there, Ace wrapping him up, bear hug combo, down goes Missile. Again, Ace keeping this right in the center of the ring. Trying to keep Missile from getting any of that, from using his agility, really. I mean, the speed that Missile Wojciech has, the agility that he has, can normally run rings around a big guy like Ace. And I think Ace prepared well for that. He goes for the pin, 1, 2, Missile getting his shoulder up. I think Ace went and watched a lot of the game film here, made sure that he understood exactly what he was coming in here against, on top of having a past history like you talked about. I think Ace is prepared well for this, and he's showing it.
Well, I'm Basil Winlow down at ringside yet again.
Yes, but who's he coming to distract this time?
Oh, hell, I don't know.
Missile down on a knee. Baza on the ringside there. The Gambler planting a knee to the gut of Missile Wojciech, the Celtic Dragon. All right, here comes the Gambler flinging Missile into the corner. The Gambler following him right in. The Gambler driving a knee into the gut of Missile Wojciech. while he was trapped in that corner. Missile pitching forward, landing on the mat.
And it looks like Boz is trying to get under Mithel's skin right about now.
Ophi, isn't your res day? Happy res day, Ophi.
Oh, she's going to get spanked later.
I'm sure she is. Mithil Wojcik coming up firing. He puts that toe to the gut of the Gambler, trying to break Ace's momentum here. Mithil comes off, couple of elbow strikes. He's shooting off the rope. Mithil trying to build up that head of steam. Ace there waiting for him. Big clothesline taking the man down. Ace still keeping this, managing to keep this right there in the center of the ring. I mean, we've seen the Celtic Dragon with a few offensive strikes, couple of rebounds off the ropes and stuff like that. For the most part, though, Ace has kept this match right there in the middle of the ring, not letting the Celtic Dragon use that speed and that agility to his advantage. Armbar takedown. And you see again Mithil getting up, powering up out of that. Mithil leaping up, high knee, dropping Ace. Mithil moving over to the side here. Ace rolling up, Mithil. Knee to the gut. Mithil, nice takedown right there, the headlock takedown. He brings the Gambler down. Maybe Mithil's looking to try to beat Ace at his own game. Mithil showing Ace that he's not afraid to go toe-to-toe with a bigger man. He doesn't need his speed. He'll go ahead and match him power for power. And now Mithil moving into the wrist lock, pulls it up behind him, nice hammerlock. Oh, Mithil! Beautiful hammerlock suplex, dropping Ace right on that arm. Mithil scooping up the bigger man. The Gambler pulled up and slammed down. Now Mithil is up. We're going to see some of that high-flying stuff from Mithil, and he gets that. Up in the air, coming down the flying elbow. He drops it square in the chest, and here comes the pin. 1, 2. Ace not quite done yet. The Gambler, I think, caught a little bit by surprise at the show of power from Mithil Wojcik. Mithil grabbing him up. Ace catching him here. Spinning spine buster, driving him into the mat. Oh, in comes Baza Winlow. Baza Winlow coming into the mat, sliding under the ropes. Kick to the testes. That's right, the family jewels were attacked right there by Baza Winlow. Ace, the Gambler, down on the mat.
With the low blow costing Mithil the match, which I think was the goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match via disqualification, Ace, the Gambler, Nightfire. And now Baza and Mithil are going at it in the center of the ring. Baza, the Irish Outlaw, taking it to Mithil Wojcik. He has just been an agent of chaos today around this ring. Drewski Hockley coming out. Drewski in the ring now. Nick Odium coming out. The Gorgeous Nightmare. Everybody in the ring. 5-man pandemonium going on. We got 5 men in the ring right now, and nobody is backing off. Baza on Drewski. Baza on Mithil. Drewski on Baza.
Jesus fucking Christ, fellas.
What in the hell is going on? The referee is bailed out. I don't blame the referee on this one. Now we see Baza just going right after Mithil. Drewski coming in, trying to add his 2 cents right here. Nick Odium trying to get in the mix of it. Nick Odium telling to break it up. Numbers Rossini. Numbers the Bull up into the ring. None of these men willing to listen to any kind of stoppage right here. And it is Baza and Mithil are just tearing at each other right now. Numbers the Bull trying to split everybody up. Ace over here pushing Drewski Hockley back into the corner. Meanwhile, the Gorgeous Nightmare has Mithil Wojcik over in that corner. And Numbers the Bull Rossini has stepped in and pushed the Irish Outlaw into the corner.
Everybody break it up, get the hell up out of here. This match is over. Ain't gonna be no bullshit. It's DCWF Full Tilt, not DCWF bullshit. Go on, get the fuck out of here.
Well, Numbers Rossini taking charge of this, taking control of this pandemonium that was happening right now. And as I said, Baza Winlow has been an agent of chaos all day today. And I'm sure management will have something to say about this. Baza may be facing some kind of fine for what he's done out here today all day long. Way to take control of that, boss.
Man, that's why I still got it.
You still got it? You still the Bull?
I mean, I understand what's going on here. Everybody's testosterone levels are high, and everybody's looking to climb to the top of that mountain. But there is no need for this much chaos and this much destruction and this much trick fuckery at a DCWF Full Tilt show. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, I'm thinking, man, this is all just a huge build-up to Hog Wild. That's where I'm seeing this is. I mean, it's going to come to a head at Hog Wild. All right, folks, I think we're ready to move on to the main event. Are y'all ready for the main event? Can I get a hell yeah? Can I get a shut the fuck up? Can I get something from that awesome crowd out there? Okay, folks, from the hometown of Vancouver, British Columbia, weighing in at 135 pounds at a height of 5 feet, 7 inches tall, the dancing darling, Erie!
This is
Her opponent from the Dark Realm, standing at 5 feet 5 inches tall. She weighs 120 pounds even. She is the DCWF Women's Champion, the Fallen Knight, Phelan! All right, folks, you see him in the ring, and as I mentioned, Phelan is the DCWF Women's Champion, and guess what? This is a title match. That's right, folks. Y'all get to be here today to witness a title match between Erie, the Dancing Darling, and the DCWF Women's Champion, the Dark Knight, Phelan. And that's kind of how the DCWF will do it. Numbers, we'll go ahead and go ahead and throw out a title match. It doesn't have to be a free per-view or pay-per-view or whatever we're allowed to call it now.
No, we'll give you a title match any day of time. We can put one together here at DCWF. You're going to get it on full tilt, and you just never know if Eric, the Dancing Darling, can come out on top here and win the DCWF Women's Championship off of Phelan. It's just something that nobody has been able to do. Nobody has been able to come close, except for WrestleFest with Brooke Owens, of course.
Phelan is just a force to be reckoned with in there. I mean, she's unbelievable inside that ring. She is just unstoppable, or has been thus far. Maybe we'll see that change today. We could see a changing of the guard. Erie with that nasty armbar she's got. The totally an armbar. I keep forgetting she is just a throwback from the 80s right there.
If you love the 80s, you gotta love Erie Oshie. You gotta love Erie. Yeah, you know me, I'll be loving the 80s.
I might like the 80s a little bit myself, their numbers. You might think I could like the 80s a little bit, given the fact that I own the best 80s club on the grid. All right, folks, Phelan crawling her way up. She is in the corner. Erie is going back. Looks like we're going to have a little coast-to-coast action. Phelan in that corner. Erie comes flying across. Here she comes, big running high knee as she slams it into Phelan's face. And now a series of knee strikes right into the gut of Phelan. Erie driving her shoulder into the gut, back out of the corner as the referee tells her. And now she goes a little bit more of that charging in. She comes in. Oh! Running in, grabbing Phelan, monkey flip, getting her out of the corner. Phelan goes flying. Erie, the Dancing Darling, all on top of this match right now.
The DCWF Women's Champion not to be counted out yet. She manages to find a way to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat each and every week out here. And that big discus punch, that right hand, putting Erie down into the mat. That momentum was cut off quickly. The 80s call, they're going to want some new shit.
You use that one too many times. All right, look at that. That big stomping right there. Now Phelan, time for her to go ahead and take the punishment to Erie. Erie thrown into the ropes over here, off into that corner. Phelan comes charging in with that big CCS Enziguri combo right there in that corner. And here she goes, Phelan. Foot to the throat. She is choking out Erie. Got a hold of those ropes. She knows how long she's got in there before she qualified, and she uses every bit of it. Erie gasping for breath right now. A little bit of coughing going on as she was choked out. Phelan pulling her back to the center of the ring. Phelan tossing Erie into the ropes. Phelan off the ropes herself, coming in with a big leg lariat. 1, 2. No. Thought we might have a quick end to this match reel right there. Man, I don't know many that could have got up after that leg lariat right there. Damn near took the head off of the Dancing Darling.
Yeah, I'm a little bit upset with Phelan right now anyway.
What are you upset with her for?
She changed her outfit. She had this really cool outfit. It looked just like my motorcycle, right? It was like this maroon and black with gold trim. She looked just like my motorcycle. She's not wearing it anymore.
She went to more of a a leather look right there, and then she's got the chucks on.
Big drop kick and a leg drop from Erie. Yeah, she changed it up a little bit. I can't be too mad.
Handstand leg drop from the Dancing Darling.
Right at a break-in 2, electric boogaloo. You know that move.
Cover quick, 1, 2. Phelan able to kick out of it. Erie moving around the ring. I think she's setting Phelan up. Either that or she's just coming over here to say hi to everybody because Erie's just kind of like that. She's a likable individual. Meanwhile, Phelan looking a bit frustrated as she gets up.
She's over there calling Samantha Foxy fat. I don't know.
Why would she call Samantha Foxy fat? That's rude.
I don't know.
That's rude. I mean, who cares if Samantha has a couple cookies extra after dinner?
So, and the trucking lawyer in the house. Hey, I got this lawsuit pending against me, man. I might want to talk with you.
Nice takedown right there by the Fallen Knight. Armbar takedown. Dancing Darling in a little bit of trouble right here. Referee right on top of it after she's ready to tap out.
Uncle Phil?
Erie able to power her way back up. Phelan keeping a hold of that wrist lock. Now Erie, nice acrobatic escape. Oh, Erie coming up. You gotta go back in time with that one. A little bit of reference there to the 80s movie.
What movie would that be?
Back to the Future, baby. Huey Lewis in the News singing it. A little bit of Back in Time. Nice kick out right there.
Yeah, but she ain't got no Karate Kid references in her repertoire.
You don't want my thoughts on Ralph Macchio. That was the gangliest, goofiest bastard ever. All right. Phelan being driven to the mat by Erie.
Do you like your job?
I like my M&M's. Does that count? Phelan being tossed into the ropes. Erie coming back. Oh, Erie getting caught. Phelan coming off with that big rebound wheel kick, and Erie not expecting that. Erie thought she had something going on right there. Phelan going ahead and putting the kibosh on whatever Erie thought she was going to do. Erie laid out. Phelan going right after these two women, just going right at it. Oh, Erie being swung through over the top of the rope. Out onto the arena floor. Phelan standing there breathing pretty heavy. Erie down here in front of the commentator desk. Erie, you want an M&M? I'll give you an M&M.
Oh, she ain't got no time to eat M&M's. She's in a wrestling match.
Always time for M&M. Just like there's always room for Jell-O. And there's no one way to eat a Reese's. Erie sliding back into the ring as Phelan comes out after her. Phelan looking a little bit confused. Erie comes flying out the tope con hilo over the top rope. Phelan looked a little confused as Erie went back in the ring. Phelan came out looking for a turnaround. Got a face full of Erie flying over those ropes. And now both women are down on the floor right here in front of the commentator's desk.
Ropes? Where she's going, she don't need ropes.
I can't believe you did that, man. I cannot believe you pulled that off. That, well done, Numbers. Well done. Erie picking up the Fallen Knight. Erie driving her knee up into her. Fallen Knight right back down on the floor. Erie back in, breaking the count. Now she's back out, using the rules to her advantage. Erie with that quick slide in and slide out. Now Erie up behind. Phelan picks her up from the back. Erie going in for the unprettier. And she nails it out here on this arena floor.
On the knuckles? Did she make her knuckles bleed?
I don't think she made her knuckles bleed. I don't think that's what happened. And that may have been the worst Karate Kid movie.
2? No way.
You're right. 2 was not the worst. 3
Have you ever
was
seen
definitely
Next
the
Karate
worst.
Kid?
I have not seen the next Karate Kid.
And you may not speak.
Is that the one with Christy Swanson or whatever the hell her name is?
And now a kick to the gut from Phelan. And the half and half suplex up and over. Referees up to 5.
Did you see the way Erie just flopped down after taking that half and half suplex? I'd almost swear she was out for a split second there. Wow, her body just kind of flopped. Phelan using the rules to her advantage as well, sliding in and out, breaking the count, making the referee start over so she can keep the punishment going on the outside. Irish whip into that barricade. Phelan staying right on top of her. She comes charging in, a corner head smash as she grabs Erie's head and slams it into that barricade.
All I know is that right now in this main event today, these two are not being excellent to each other.
It was a sad day when the world lost George Carlin. Phelan sending Erie back into the ring. Phelan following her in. Erie reeling from the blows to the head as her head was smashed into that metal barricade. I can't believe that Erie is still conscious after all that. Just goes to show you the toughness of these women wrestlers. Here we go. We got a pin attempt. 1, 2, and no. Even after all that, Erie's still not willing to give up the ghost right there.
Hey, did you hear what happened to Mr. Murphy, the shop teacher?
No, what happened to Mr. Murphy?
And Phelan on the attack now, picking Erie up off the mat. Sending her into the ropes with the Irish whip, and Erie getting high and up with that drop kick on the face. He got his dick caught in the vacuum cleaner.
Erie off the ropes, Phelan up and looking. Oh, she turns just in time to take another face full of Erie's feet. The dancing darling pulling out all the stops right now. Off the ropes one more time. Phelan slow to get up. Erie not going for the same attack this time. Instead, we're going to go back in time. The clothesline. As she lays out the Fallen Knight. Erie coming in, charging in off those ropes. No, Phelan waiting for her, catching her Fujiwara armbar. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. She's got her dead right in the center of that ring.
And we do know
That-
that Phelan will pull her arm out of the socket.
Phelan likes to say that she likes to collect arms. Erie better think about tapping right now. This is crazy. Phelan wrenching on that, and she has Erie dead center of the ring. There is no place to go.
If she doesn't tap, her ego will be writing checks that her body can't cash.
And there we go. We're seeing it right there, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner by submission and still the DCWF Women's Champion, Phelan. Smart move by Erie. She's going to need that arm to wrestle later. All right, Phelan makes her way back to the bat, just leaves Erie right there. Erie, thankful that her arm was not dislocated, that it was not broken, that it was not snapped. Erie making the wise choice to go ahead and tap out. Keep that arm to be able to fight another day. The Dancing Darling making her bid for the DCWF Women's Championship belt and coming up short.